When you're choosing a laptop for music production, a few factors matter far more than simply having the biggest numbers on a spec sheet. One of the most important is strong single-core CPU performance, since that largely determines how many plugins, effects, and virtual instruments you can run before you start hearing clicks, pops, or audio dropouts. Memory is equally important. Large sample libraries can quickly consume RAM, so while 16 GB is the practical minimum today, 32 GB or even 64 GB gives you much more room to work with complex projects. Storage speed also matters. A fast NVMe SSD can dramatically reduce loading times, allowing projects, samples, and instruments to open in seconds rather than minutes. Another often overlooked factor is DPC latency. In simple terms, it's how quickly your operating system responds to audio-related tasks. If DPC latency is too high, you can experience pops, crackles, and glitches even if your laptop has a powerful processor. A quiet cooling system is also crucial, especially if you're recording vocals or acoustic instruments, since excessive fan noise can easily find its way into your microphone recordings. With those requirements in mind, we analyzed dozens of laptops to find you the best options for music production. This list takes you from excellent budget-friendly choices all the way up to true no-compromise mobile studio machines, capable of handling the most demanding professional workloads. As always, links to the exact configurations featured in this video can be found in the description below, so be sure to check them out. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive into the list. We begin our list with the Lenovo LOQ. This laptop stands out as the best entry point for a producer on a budget. It packs an AMD Ryzen 7 7435HS processor, which has 8 cores and can handle about 16 tasks at once thanks to its multi-threading. With this laptop, you can easily run a typical project with 40 to 60 audio tracks, each with a few basic effects like equalizers and compressors. It will also manage a handful of virtual instruments like a drum sampler, a synthesizer, and a piano plugin at the same time without breaking a sweat. The 32 GB of DDR5 memory is a big win at this price, allowing you to load a medium-sized orchestral sample library, say about 20 to 30 GB of samples, without your computer slowing down. The 1 TB SSD gives you room for roughly 100 to 200 finished songs worth of projects and samples. The RTX 4050 graphics card is overkill for music, but nice to have. The thing you are getting, better than nothing, is a reliable machine that can handle serious hobbyist or small studio work. The downside is that its battery only lasts a few hours, so you'll want to keep it plugged in. Moving up, we have the Dell Premium 16. This laptop brings you into the realm of professional creative work. What makes it stand out is its stunning 16-inch 4K OLED touchscreen display, which gives you incredibly sharp and color-accurate visuals for working with complex plugin interfaces or editing waveforms in great detail. Under the hood, it has a newer Intel Core Ultra 7255H processor with 16 cores and 32 GB of very fast LPDDR5X memory. What can this handle compared to the LOQ? Well, you can now comfortably run projects with 80 to 100 audio tracks, each loaded with several effects like reverb, delay, and compression. Virtual instrument count goes up significantly. You can have a dozen or more soft synths playing at once, plus a full drum kit sampler and several sample-based instruments all at the same time without breaking a sweat. The RTX 4050 graphics card is a step up, though again not critical for audio. On the other hand, a powerful component in a compact form factor means the laptop's fan must run aggressively to keep cool, and under a sustained heavy load, its performance may throttle down, meaning it gets a bit slower after an hour of hard work. So for a long mixing session with 100 tracks and heavy plugins, you might notice the laptop getting warm and the fans getting loud, but it will still get the job done. Next on the list is the Razer Blade 16, which is a serious jump in muscle. This laptop stands out as a sleek, well-built machine that tries to compete with Apple's build quality while running Windows. Its heart is the 24-core Intel Core i9 14900HX processor, which is an absolute beast for multitasking. With this processor, you can easily run professional-sized projects with 150 to 200 audio tracks, each with several high-quality effects like linear phase equalizers, multi-band compressors, and convolution reverbs. Virtual instruments become almost unlimited for most users. You can have 30 to 40 instances of heavyweight synthesizers like Serum or Massive X running simultaneously. The 32 gigabytes of memory and 2 terabyte of SSD are great, though the memory might become a bottleneck if you work with truly massive sample libraries. With 32 gigabytes, you can load a large orchestral template, but if you want to load everything from a full Hollywood scoring library, you might need 64 gigabytes, which it doesn't have but can be upgraded to, or even beyond, up to 96 gigabytes of RAM, which is highly recommended for future-proofing your laptop. The big warning on this laptop is that it runs extremely hot. Its fans can sound like a jet engine due to powerful internal components, so you might want to move it further away from your recording setup. Then we have the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14, which takes the power of a large desktop replacement and shrinks it into a tiny 14-inch body. This makes it stand out as the ultimate portable powerhouse. It is equipped with a brand new AMD Ryzen AI9 HX370 processor and an RTX 5080 graphics card, plus 32 gigabytes of memory and a 2 terabyte of SSD. Similar to the Razer, it can manage projects with well over 150 tracks and dozens of virtual instruments. But the real gain here is efficiency. Because the AMD chip is so power efficient, the laptop can maintain its full performance for longer without overheating as quickly as the Razer. It can handle full orchestral templates with separate tracks for each instrument, lots of reverb sends, and mastering chains on the main bus. Where it gets better than the Razer is in portability and sustained performance. Moving into true professional territory, the Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 is a certified workstation. This laptop stands out because it is built for absolute stability and reliability in creative softwares, and it has a legendary tough build quality. While its Intel Core Ultra 9 185H processor is slightly older than the ones in the Razer and ASUS, the real headline is the massive 64 gigabytes of memory and the professional NVIDIA RTX 3000 Ada graphics card. What can it handle that the others cannot? The answer is massive sample libraries. With 64 gigabytes of RAM, you can load a complete Hollywood-style orchestral template with hundreds of instruments, each with its own set of samples, and still have room left over. You can run projects with 250 or more tracks, each loaded with demanding effects, and the system will remain rock solid. It can handle real-time recording with very low latency, while simultaneously playing back a huge session. The improvement over the ASUS is not in peak speed, but in stability and capacity. This machine is for the producer who cannot afford any crashes or glitches during a session with a paying client. The downside is that it is a heavy-duty workstation, so battery life is poor when you're pushing it hard. You'll need to stay near a power outlet, but for a studio machine, that is usually fine. And finally, at the absolute top, we have the Apple MacBook Pro with the Apple M4 Max chip. This is widely considered the best laptop for music production available today. What makes it stand out is how Apple designs the processor, memory, and storage to work together as one seamless system, giving you incredible performance while staying cool and silent for most tasks. The M4 Max has a huge number of high-performance cores that are designed specifically for creative work like audio. It can handle almost anything you can dream up. You can run projects with 300 to 400 audio tracks, each loaded with multiple effects, plus 100 virtual instrument instances, and the MacBook will barely break a sweat. Its memory bandwidth is enormous, meaning samples load and stream from storage almost instantly. The battery life is legendary. You can work on a heavy project for 8 to 10 hours without plugging in. And because macOS has built-in professional audio drivers, you get very low latency without needing to install anything extra. The improvement over the ThinkPad is in overall real-world performance, silence, portability, and ease of use. The only thing it cannot handle is if you want a Windows-only plugin that has no Mac version, but that is rare nowadays. There you have it, our top 10 picks for the best laptops for music production in 2026. As always, links to every laptop featured in this video are available in the description below, so make sure to check them out. And if you found the video helpful, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.